Hello and welcome back to episode 23 of the Savage Lands Season 2. And we got big news for today. We have successfully found our Baron. So I was really thinking a while about who will be the correct person, and then I figured our Baron is ideally one of our military people. I don't know if it went through though, because we had a weird interaction where the game told me that a diplomat has gone unhappily, but I assigned him, and I hope we will. We will get to that at some point. I just figured that with a fortress like that, a military person would be the right guy for being the nobility. So, what's up for today? We have destroyed in the last episode successfully 2 nesting pools of goblin foulness, and, well, when we check out the rest of these, stuff is a little bit further away or quite big. So, well, we're going to send one of our or walled kingdoms off to a very far away place, but there's only 30 goblins guarding that place, so I'm pretty sure that they will do their thing. And here we go. So Shinmistum is now a barony, and Ingish is now the baron. I felt like he was a pretty solid choice for me, because I felt like he's one legendary fighter, and the idea of a warfaring fortress being led by one of their best fighters, that just made sense to me, you know? Nobility due to achievement, that sounds pretty good to me. Okay, but good old Ingish needs to be replaced, and of course the city needs to be dignified with the Baron's quarters. So we're going to set up something larger than necessary, because it's pretty simple, you know? Ingish won't stay a baron forever. He will at some point reach higher ranks, so we're going to bring up some nice rooming for him right from the get-go. And the layout here, I'll also do that with a few thoughts in mind for the future, so we can easily just expand on that if we want to. So let's see what... well, alright. I hope that Tozid will be among the walled kingdoms alive. I just realized that I am sending a half-naked militia commander over there. Hopefully this won't turn into a problem. Well, we'll see about that. So, for the flooring of a baron's quarters, you know, we are filthy rich by now. Therefore, I really think there is no reason to go in any way modest here. So let's slap down the electrum floor. You know, he's the baron of this place. We're not going to go stingy here. Alright, so I hope that the dude is going to go to his duty. Luckily, our new commander has grabbed his gear first, so I do understand what has happened there. So, let's put some electrum into the doorsteps as well. I just want to have the best of the best here, you know? So, what up with that giant grackle? What is that? Jeez! The giant grackle has passed out from exhaustion. So, what's the story with you two? So, overexerted and seriously injured. So, let's send the daggers of watching here and make sure that they are saving this guy from himself. So, I guess what has happened here is a typical story. One dwarf looking for glory and thinking that he can bring down one beast that is menacing the area, you know. It killed Bim. Good old Bim has been avenged, finally. And I hope that Led will be properly taken care of his wounds. Okay, so good thing that I took I took a second check on that, because I'm positive that this might have been the death of this poor guy. Okay, so let's get back to my farming district. I really Right, giant magpie is fighting. Okay, so obviously things are getting dangerous one more time, eh? Okay, so I am quite confused about what is going on here, but well, I don't understand why the items are not being transported from the trade depot correctly into our stockpiles. This is a lasting issue now. Okay, fish was not properly assigned. Okay, so probably we're good now. We'll see about that. So what is happening here? Why are all these creatures fighting all of a sudden? So, and why are they all dying, you know? Alright, so the agitated blue jay dead. The agitated grackle. Are they both here? Wait a sec, what's going on here? I am confused. So, that thing... Nah, well, that combat spot is somewhere up in the air. I'm not convinced. Alright, whatever might have been happening here, it seems as if nobody took damage by that. It seems as everything went out fine. Also, the walled kingdoms have returned. So let's see, they didn't destroy the place, didn't they? Leland. So they went all the way down there. So goblin got struck down, goblin got struck down. Yeah, we totally destroyed them. We captured beak dogs. Oh, interesting. As far as I know, these creatures are, as a matter of fact, quite dangerous. So we're going to send the Inky Howls to finish the job. And I am now quite curious about those beak dogs. Are they among my pet thingies? Amazing. Alright, so they are domesticated. So, but they are not trainable for us. Damn. Oh well, whatever. We're going to slaughter them. I have a weird feeling about these goblin dogs. So there's also the fighters that have met a untimely end against the giant spider. That was one of the most messed up situations Shin Mistum was ever in. You know, just realized when I saw all the dead bodies there that we probably need burial spots. I have prepared these, I just haven't had the moment to finish them yet. There's just too many things that we need to take care of at the very moment. Also, the Barren's Quarters. Let's continue there. I want to show you at some point, I also chose English because English has another really, really cool feature. He has no specific preferences whatsoever. Yeah, he's one of those awesome dwarves that just want nothing in life except for being happy. In a short, he's never going to issue any cracked out mandates or anything because he has no preferences. The mandates are always based on the preferences of the specific dwarves, and therefore no preferences, no mandates. Oh well, I do miss the metal plated flooring mod here. Totally don't like how the metal plating looks unmodded. Anyways, so let's put up the furniture. We got ourselves one bed. That's the bedroom. Then we require a table for the eating room. Then the chairs. There we go. Let's put up 2 thrones in here. Not necessary, I know, but whatever. I do like the looks of it. So 1 chest into the bedroom. 2 chests into the office. I don't know, did I produce weapon stands in advance? That doesn't sound like me, no. Nah. Alrighty, so we're going to order this now properly. So we're going to have permanently an Electrum armor case, armor stand. So Electrum weapon racks and Electrum armor stands. So it's going to be a very simple equation. We're going to make sure that only one of these will exist in our fortress at every possible time. But this way, we at least have them. You know, we don't need to worry about them anymore. Usually, your nobles don't need more than one at the beginning. Later, we'll need way more than that, but let's leave that problem until later. You know, later problems for later. Okay, so bedroom. Alright. I really do like the idea that Ingish is now retiring from his soldiering into nobility. It's a pretty cool scenario, don't you agree? He definitely deserves all the goodness here. So, let's see. I bet that, yeah. Just like I thought, the innate value of the Electrum is so high that we didn't have to do anything furniture-wise to increase the value of these apartments. This is cool when you got Electrum or gold or any higher value noble metal. It's, the Herbalist has been missing for a week. Where could the Herbalist have gone missing? Wonder if he or she got eaten by wild birds, or wild spiders, or I don't know. I don't know if I even really want to know. So another thing that has crossed my my attention here. So here, lavish meals. Why are there? So here, this is happening. This is happening, and this is happening. So there should be no more meals being cooked. Alright, well, we'll see about that. So stuff is being hauled away from here. What is going on here? Why is there something fighting here in the pasture? So I really don't fully understand how these creatures actually managed to get in here. I mean, it is as if I had missed a spot here. But I double and triple checked several times. There are no holes in here. Somehow the flying critters managed to pass this place. I don't know how, I don't know why. And then they managed to end up somehow here inside the pasture. And I literally got no clue how. It's the only staircase directly connecting these things here, and that's the forbidden door. My dwarves won't open that. The other staircase is that one. That would mean that these birdos would somehow manage to get here, past more cage traps without triggering them. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. But whatever. It ain't really a big problem here. So, good job, my dear Inky Howls. You... Alright. Weirdnesses are happening here. Okay. So... Oh, I think what has happened here was... yeah, one of my military dwarves was just about leaving the map when a Crundle has crossed his path. So, is somebody tantruming here? Or, I don't know, we have another Crundle in the tunnels. So as you see here, there's a Crundle party here. They somehow managed again to go for one of our major passageways, and therefore we have lots and lots of military business going on. This might be actually the reason why the Inky Howls weren't yet disposed into action. Alright, that actually starts to make sense somehow. Okay, so we got to dispose of all the Crundles here, and that's not a pleasant... the Herbalist has been found dehydrated. So, who is eating all the buckets in here? Because water is available. Don't tell me... Wait a second. There's bajillions of buckets available, supposedly. So if there are so many buckets around, why can't we build an ashery? So I need barrels, I guess that's why. So why does the cistern not work then? Because the only good reason why somebody might have died from dehydration is that he or she was not receiving any water. But this water source here should work out just fine. Huh. Anyways, we're going to designate another water source here, and then we'll see if somebody else will be dying from dehydration. I need to check out my orderlies, but they are also, you know, they're all assigned. There's not really a good reason for them not to do their job either. So I'm a little bit at a loss here. What the hell has happened? This is actually weirding me out a little bit. Okay, so for some reason the other dwarfs, I do notice that the Inky Howls are really bad at raiding places because they somehow manage to end up at the wrong place constantly. And now we have another forgotten beast here. Alright, let's send our best against that and hope that this thing won't be wreaking too much havoc upon the fortress in the meantime. So yeah, there's people hanging out here. So we're going to assign everybody to the burrow now, and hopefully they'll flee. But yeah, we've already lost one of our civilians here has been ripped to pieces, of course. Okay, but a war dog wanted to check on by on this creature. So let's see. And migrants are arriving. Oh well, what jolly occurrence here. So, what is going on here? Why is that dwarf captured in the cage? How's that even possible without webs? I don't understand it. Well, what I do understand, though, is that I successfully just locked in that creature here. So I am very, very confused here. I've heard that you can set up traps that capture dwarves by webbing them. I had no clue that somehow poisonous gas creatures have a similar effect. So now we have two of our dwarves caged in traps. Well, we're going to recover these, but first we need to pause the burrow. This is one hell of a weird occurrence. And also these guys are... What are you doing, Baltic? Tacit and Eurist, what is the map? What's wrong with you? Why are you not leaving the map? You're annoying me. This is almost as horrible as yeah, okay, they are trapped in the cages there. Okay, never mind. You are no longer part of the squad. This is almost as horrible as when you're trying to define a caravan in RimWorld. With RimWorld caravans, you have those wackinesses going on all the time as well, where people are just too dumb to leave the map. I really don't know how it came together that these cages have ultimately now caught dwarves. That's one question for another day. Okay, first thing now to do, let's make sure that the animals of the migrants are where they are supposed to be. And so somehow it must be the creatures following the migrants somehow. There's so many of these giant birds by now in the pen, and I have no clue why. This is so weird, you know? Those birds ending up in there, and I still am struggling about the why. Alright, here we have some big Miasma Party. So, what's going on here? There's more creatures fighting in there. So, there must be a hole in my defenses somewhere. I don't see where though. I don't see where though. But it has become pretty clear that this must be the problem, you know. So yeah, all right. So, how to release somebody here? I thought I could just uncage them by packing them on this. But that ain't working, hey? So, let's see. Do I need a pen zone? Would that work? So, how to uncage dwarves, you know? I've never had caged dwarves this way. So, well... And the lever method it is. I don't understand why, but okay. Or wait a sec. I think we can't just build them like... This should be working. So now we need to check out the ones with dwarves. Luckily this is only a tiny little bit complicated. Just a teensy bit. Alright. So let's get back to our battle report and see. Leland is hopefully no more. Leland still exists. Jeez. They were taking so long that that they didn't make it. We've captured more beak dogs from that place. So... Oh, wait a sec. That mission is not proper. Here. No, there we go. Let's try that one more time. I mean, if you weren't able to raise it in the first place, let's try a third, and let's try in the first and the second place. Let's try a third time. And the walled kingdoms were much easier able to leave the map compared to the Inky Howls. So, as it seems, currently, Forgotten Beasts are supposed to be able to destroy doors, but they are, as a matter of fact, not capable to destroy doors, which is a bit ridiculous, because that means we can just simply get these problems done this way. But, you know, I don't want to complain here. I don't want to complain. This thing would have been quite a pain to deal with. But it still is feeling a bit exploity, if you get what I mean. Alrighty, so let's... They caught a baby in there. Bloody hell. Jeez. And, why is this completely mutilated poor thing crawling back into the frickin' caverns? So, we need to put an end to this. Jeez. I don't know why that baby is crawling over there, but, he really tried to get back into the caverns. Wacko. Okay, so we ain't got no further cages with dwarves. That's a good thing. And next thing, we do need another chamber to put up some chains, you know. The last one has been occupied. So that guy here, also very... Lower leg mangled beyond recognition, right shoulder mangled beyond recognition. She's not going to be soldiering anymore anytime too soon, that's for sure. Okay, so yeah, the fight against forgotten beasts is quite a nasty thing. There we go. I really do hope, though, that forgotten beasts get their ability back to destroy doors. You know, personally, don't like that right now. Okay. But that also means whenever another forgotten beast decides to crash town here, I just need to lock the door in front there. Really don't know what the hell has happened that this job with the bill on buckets never got done. There are a couple of things. Oh, I know how. I now know how. Of course. Of course. Yeah, it always keeps fooling me. That bill you know, not really there. It's the bill that is bound in the mayor's suite. Of course. Always gets me. I really hope that this gets fixed at some point in the future, because I personally think this is one of the most malicious little things in terms of confusing players when the readout is stating that you're basically, you basically got all the stuff. You got all the bars, don't worry. They're bound in buildings, but you got them. This is not cool. This is very, very confusing, to say the least. Alrighty, so let's check the equipment situation about the Inky Howls. Yeah, they ain't got the stuff that I want. It's because there's just too much stuff that needs to be swapped from the former people to the new people. So, did we finally? Yeah, so we destroyed another sinister pit here. So Lee Lamb is now finally destroyed. So, let's see. So, on the other hand, we have now a full-on army of beak dogs. Where the hell are they? They're now everywhere here in the fortress. Gosh damn it. Can somebody take them off me? I don't want them. So we're going to kill off these things. I don't know what the Walled Kingdoms were thinking. As if we were interested in such foul creatures. Maybe they followed them and they haven't had it in them. Maybe they wanted to present them to the Baron. But whatever might be the case, I don't want them. Okay, so far, so good. The Inky Howls need a constant restocking of personnel. Somehow their squad is the one that sees the most losses, you know? That's one thing I do realize. And also, the Graveyard District is growing. So we're going to make a Crossroads now for good, so we can increase the number of burial spots here. So, the Crypts of Shinmistum. There we go, my friends. So all those stray beak dogs, I already can foresee how this will end. They'll be stinking around down there in the kitchen area. Because we're slaughtering way more stuff than they can possibly process right now. But little do I care. Okay, so I'm gonna send the Inky Howls to, oh, never mind. Take down the giant mole before it gets into my fortress, I meant to say, but... Flunk. There it is already. I saw it so coming. Oh well. What up with my... Oh god, the refuse stockpile is just, you know... How on earth am I supposed to keep up with that? So, I know only of one way to solve that. It's quantum stockpile time. Or, well, it's not exactly a quantum stockpile. A real quantum stockpile is giving you access to these things, but what I'm doing here is I'm compactifying all this junk. There we go. This'll help, you know. We got so much stuff of that, and you see, you know, it's now getting compactified. I'm going to check out later if this stockpile actually is capable of getting destroyed because it's locked. I'm not sure if I can expect progress here or not, you know. Anyways, so we got one more pool of vileness destroyed, and let's get on over to Dungeon Domain and destroy their place as well. You know, no mercy. We're starting out with one of these factions. I'm not angering the horror of drinking. Jeez, what is that? An anti-alcoholic goblin faction or what? Never mind. I don't even want to know why they're calling themselves the horror of drinking. That's totally up to them. What I am interested in, though, is replenishing my stockpiles. And I also realized that I totally derped on setting up the tomb for my Baron, and also the time, my men. Time. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. We got more things in store for the next episode. Most importantly, bringing up a proper tomb for the Baron. But I mean, since we have now excavated new burial spaces, we might as well just bring up one of those rooms specifically for him. We'll see about that. So, comments go down below. A thumbs up goes a long way in helping to make this series more visible to everybody. And of course, consider subscribing. That's the cheapest way of helping this channel, and I'd be delighted if you did so. Just hit that bell thing if you want to stay informed about things that are being published here. And most importantly, of course, have a wonderful day, and see you next time.